I think one of the biggest myths in the points world is that you need a wallet bursting with credit cards to travel for nearly free. And that's just not true. You don't need more cards, you need a better strategy. Today, we're talking about how to maximize the spend you're already doing and use the right card at the right time. Welcome to the Savvy Travel Moms podcast. If you are a mom who wants to travel more with your family without spending a fortune, you're in the right place. I'm Michelle, the bougie one.
Joy, the practical one. We are two moms with different travel styles, but the same savvy mindset. In our show, we will break down family-friendly travel tips, points and miles, and realistic strategies that fit into a busy mom life. From hotel robes and room service to free breakfast and budget wins, we will help you turn everyday life into unforgettable family memories.
Real moms, real travel, real strategies. Okay, so let's talk about what this actually looks like in real life, because I think this is where people either feel overwhelmed or they feel like they're not doing enough. They think, well, I only have 2 cards, so I must not be earning that much. But honestly, some of the highest earners I know aren't the ones with the most cards. They're the ones who are the most strategic with the cards they already have. So let's start here. When someone looks at their wallet, how should they even begin thinking about which card to use when? Joy, do you have any tips for that?
Ooh, that is one of my favorite questions because I hear so often from my mom friends or clients that they just feel overwhelmed and feel like in order to start in points and miles, you have to always have a million cards. That is not how either one of us started. We all started with one card and then we grew from there. You know, that's what I tell people. Pick one card, start with it, grow from there. The best place to start is with what you already have in your wallet because learning to understand the power of what you're spending is where it all begins. So, for example, a lot of people carry around an American Express Gold or the Chase Sapphire Preferred or even like a Chase Freedom Unlimited or a Freedom Flex and have no idea how to leverage the points they're earning on those cards. So the key is to get really strategic and get to know the cards you already have. Go through the benefits on every card in your wallet and make a spreadsheet, or you can use a Google Doc or good old pen and paper. It does not have to be fancy. Write out the card you have, look it up online or in your credit card portal. Look at the earning categories. Is it a card that you can earn 3 times back at the grocery store or 5 times back at Walgreens? Or is it a card that you can earn 2 times on everything that you're spending? And get more strategic about when to use which card. So if you learn that you have a card in your wallet that you earn 2 times back on internet and streaming services, that should be a no-brainer to switch over your auto pay on your internet and streaming services to that card. So it's just really getting strategic is the key to all of it.
No, I totally agree. And I think too, a lot of people are still debit card users. So that transition from debit card to credit card is really scary for some people. And they already have a credit card, they just don't use it, right? It's like for emergencies only kind of thing. So I think even for a debit card user, this is a really great way, like you said, to find a category like the groceries, the gas, the streaming services, and pick one and slowly start to get used to using it for those items. And you're going to realize that your credit card isn't this big, scary thing. And then from there, every month, you're going to start to see those rewards just keep adding up. And hopefully that will encourage people to start to use them more frequently and see how many trips and opportunities they have when they start to use their credit cards the right way.
Yes, starting with our strategic spending is where it all begins. Now, today's episode is going to be packed with tips and tricks on how Michelle and I earn extra points without chasing a new credit card offer all the time. So we're going to go through high level quite a few different ways. Many of these you can discover from a quick Google search, or our email addresses are going to be listed in the show notes, and you can reach out to us with any questions you have. We are here and happy to answer.
100%. So the first way is airline dining programs. So what you're going to do is you are going to pick your favorite airline. American Airlines is a great one as an example, and they actually have a dining program where if you sign up for that, you can actually earn more American Airlines miles by dining through specific restaurants.
Yes, and I love
Yes.
this one because we
Yes.
used to, our favorite pizza restaurant is no longer in the dining program, but there was a pizza place right by our
Oh,
house. And I used to do
really?
Friday night pizza every week just for that purpose because I knew that what you do is you sign up for the American Airlines dining program, and every
Yep.
airline has this. Southwest, Delta,
Yep.
JetBlue, United, all of the major ones in the US have a dining program, and you can just Google the airline name
Hmm.
and dining program. It'll take you straight to the website. And then what you do is you attach a credit card. So now that we
Yep.
know which credit card is going to earn us the most points on dining out, we
Yep.
attach that credit card in our profile on the dining program, and you don't even have to think twice. You just know that that specific credit card is your dining out program or your dining out credit card. And every time you eat out and you pay with that credit card, you're going to earn the points you're earning on your credit card.
Yep.
Plus, you're going to earn 3 airline miles per dollar that you spend on autopilot. And this is one of my favorite tricks because you don't even have to think twice about spending or trying to earn or logging in somewhere else to make sure you get those points. It just automatically adds up for you because your credit card is linked.
It's surprise miles. It's like you wake up one day and you're like, oh, I have 200 more miles. Today's a good day.
You know what's funny is so my I've talked about how my mom is the OG of
Oh,
points and miles. And
yes.
I used to get so annoyed at her because we would be on a trip somewhere and she'd be like, "Okay, guys, we're going to go to this restaurant and this is where I'm taking you to eat because it's in a dining program." And I'd be like, "Mom, can we just go somewhere else? This is stupid. I want to go, I don't know, somewhere not as nice." But it's
Yes.
really a great, easy way to earn miles. And while you travel, you can find new restaurants to go through the dining
Yep.
program. And you might even be surprised with what's around you. We have several restaurants near me that are in the program that we try to go to at least once a month.
Yep. And don't quote me on this because I haven't looked in a very long time, but I think it was either 2023 or 2024 when you signed up for the first time and you used it once, I think you got 500 AA miles. So if you do that with your spouse, you each do this. Essentially, you've got 1,000 miles right there. And Joy and I have touched on this before. There are a lot of sweet spots with AA. You can take flights as low as 4,000 miles per person. So right there, you have 1,000 miles. You're really close to being able to get a flight. So it sounds like this is a small way to do it, but you get that big chunk when you first sign up, that really helps you get going to be able to get your first free flight.
Yeah, they do challenges. So it's not
Yes.
always on there, but they'll send email
Yep.
notices to you, especially with your AA loyalty account. And it'll
Yep.
say, like, sign up for the dining program and earn 500 miles or earn a
Yep.
1,000 miles on your first three after you dine three
Yes.
times.
Yep.
I've even seen it be like for your first month, you get 5 times the miles per dollar spent. So their
Yep.
promotions will always vary.
I love that. I feel like if you're checking your email, there's going to be times throughout the year that you're easily going to be able to use this and you weren't even planning on it. So that's a great way, like you said. You've already got the card linked. Get that email, run out quick, get a fun little meal, and you've got more miles.
I mean, and it's not always when you first start. I'm doing a challenge
Yep.
right now with AA to where they launched it in December and you had to do 3 things within AA to earn 1,000 or 2,500 miles. And one of those three is to eat at a restaurant in the dining program. And I have to do that by the end of the month.
Yay!
So I will be doing that next week and I'm going to go meet a friend for lunch and I'm going to, get her lunch so I can get my points.
Yes, I love that. That's awesome. So, the next way that we're going to talk about is actually my favorite way, and it might be Joy's too. That is shopping portals. So, we are talking about places like Rakuten, Capital One, the AA shopping portal. There are so many different ways that you can earn tons of miles by using the shopping portals.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I love a good shopping portal. Michelle, you were speaking my language. So last year in 2025, I earned American Airlines Gold status through a shopping portal. A
That's
shopping portal
amazing.
spend alone. Now, this is not anything to write home about to have gold status, but what it has given my family is main cabin extra upgrades. So we're able
That's
to get in
awesome.
those front rows right behind like business and premium economy so we get off the plane faster.
Yep.
So that is one thing like with the shopping portal for an airline, you can really work towards status. I love me a good AA shopping portal. But on the flip side of that, Capital One offers, if you
Yes.
are a holder of a venture, a Capital One venture or a Capital One Venture X, do not sleep on offers. They have been
Yes.
on fire.
Yep.
In December, we were going on a trip to Puerto Rico and with my whole family, and I saw that that the Viator app was like earn 40 times per dollar spent. I earned 40,000 miles just from one purchase for my whole
That's
family because I bought our
insane.
excursion and made everybody Venmo me. So don't sleep on this. Also,
Yeah.
the other day, we're going to Universal for spring break and I needed to buy our Universal tickets. And I got
Yep.
a targeted offer from Undercover Tours and earned 15,000 miles extra for
Yep.
that purchase. Capital One offers are on fire. Do not sleep on those.
Do you find, Joy, that it works better when you use your actual Capital One card? Because we need to for that, right? Do we need to use our Capital One card? Because we don't need to, but if we don't, it's harder for Capital One to track it and we get our miles, right?
So, yes, this is the great mystery that I will let you know if it worked or not for me because um it's always super easy to get the miles if I pay with my venture.
Yes.
But right now I'm working on a welcome offer on a new card. So I
Yep.
purchased our Universal tickets on a
Yeah.
different card.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we got the email that said it's tracking it, that you've redeemed an offer,
Oh,
and the
you'll be
email
good.
came through, but the
Oh, good.
points have not posted yet. So we will see if they post, but the tracking email was sent.
Well, I think honestly that's a really good sign because I did one not that long ago. It was Janie and Jack, which is like a kids'
Yeah.
clothing store online. And I did not get the email for it. I used a different card. I don't remember what card I used, but I did not use I was using whatever, welcome offer I was working on the time. And it was like 100 points. So it wasn't even worth me to check into it, but I didn't get that email. And usually I do. So that 100% I feel is a really good sign that things are going in your favor because you got that email. Because if you spend it and you don't get the email, you're not getting your points. And then from there, you just have to decide if it's one of those bigger offers, 100% you're going to want to fight it. But when it's those little ones, it's just 2x, and you're buying a few things, you just want to get a little extra points. You do kind of go, I don't know that I really want to waste my time or whatever, but 100%, if I would have used my venture, I think it would have been fine. But it's just annoying because most of us are working on a welcome offer. And
Yeah.
especially on a big purchase like Universal tickets, you don't want to throw away $1,000. It's not throwing it away, but you want that $1,000 to go towards your big spend, not the card that you're not currently using. So that is a little frustrating thing that I hope that they will work the kinks out at some point.
Rumor has it you do not have to pay with a Capital One Venture or
Yep.
Venture X card for it to work, but we'll see. The jury's still out on if it will actually work.
Yes.
I'll report back if and when those points post.
Yes. I know. I can't wait to hear because that's 15,000 points, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. And
that's a lot of points.
I took a gamble on it because
Yep.
I knew I needed to meet the spend. And it was like, well, I can go through actually Undercover Tourist isn't in any other shopping portal. So I couldn't even pull it from another shopping portal.
Yes.
So it was
Yep.
kind of like, well, here goes nothing. Um,
Yeah,
so
and I
we'll
do think
see.
you do need to be on a few different shopping portals. I would say My biggest tip, check Facebook, check Instagram, because people are always posting about these things. Because you're right, those really good undercover tourist ones are only on Capital One.
Mm-hmm.
Rakuten, nowhere else has them. Just the same, Rakuten has their big shopping days, and some of their multipliers are big, big ones that Capital One never has. So you definitely, if you want to start, definitely pick one. But over time, you're going to want to join all of them and just kind of be checking really quick before you do a big purchase just to see
Yeah.
which one is going to be the best deal.
If you were a beginner, pick one airline,
Yeah.
and I would pick American Airlines, and I would, everything we're about to tell you today, I would make American Airlines your go-to. The American
Yep.
Airlines dining program, the American Airlines shopping portal, and it's
Yep.
the same. If you have another airline you want to pick, make it your main one and stick with it because you're going to earn more points that way. If you
Yep.
are a little bit more advanced and you are playing the game of earning as many points as possible, there are tools out there like
Yep.
cashbackmonitor.com or getsavewise.com is the one I'm really liking that will tell you and compare the different shopping portals to give you who has the highest offer for that day.
I love
Um,
that.
yeah, the one thing to think about though is Capital One Offers does targeted offers.
Yep.
So it might not always pull and get SaveWise. So just kind of know that too in the back of your head. And the last shopping portal, I do want to make sure that we mention because I think we would be doing everybody a disservice if we didn't talk about the power of Rakuten. And I
Yep.
think this is a future episode that we need to do a deep dive on shopping portals because today we don't have time for it. But Rakuten has an offer right now where if you are not currently using Rakuten, if you sign up and spend $50 through one of our links, which we will also post in show notes, then you will earn $50 in cash back. And then, of course,
Yep.
we will earn $50 too for whoever's link you use. But
Yep.
Rakuten is a really great way. You can earn cash back, but if you link in American Express, you can turn those points into American Express membership rewards, which are amazing for travel.
Yep. I know. I love that. I have mine linked for American Express, and it's such an easy way to earn them because we're all shopping online. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for Amazon, which drives me crazy because that's where I do 99% of my online shopping. But occasionally, I will wait for those really big offers to come along and I'll intentionally shop then. Like PetSmart as an example.
Hmm.
I'll usually get all my cat food in the store, but if it's 20x, okay, this month I'll get it there to get more points. At Christmas time, I did Ulta because Emsley really wanted different things from Ulta. And I don't remember what the multiplier was, but Ulta was, they had these days. It was either November or December. I don't remember what they called them, but essentially it was kind of like the 12 days of Rakuten. So, like, every day it was a different store and it was a really high multiplier. And one of the days was Ulta. And they let you see them in advance. So
Yeah.
I knew I'm going to buy my items from Ulta on this day. So I think for most of us, Christmas time is a really good time to do it. And Rakuten's going to warn you ahead of time what's coming. So it's a great way to plan ahead for Christmas shopping, especially if you're already going to do it online, or even if you are planning to do it in store and you can do pickup and you order it online. This is a really great way to earn extra miles for things you are already going to buy anyway.
You know what I do though? Is if it is a brand, and this is a newer thing to me, if I'm going to purchase something on Amazon, right? Like my son needed new baseball cleats for the season, and I just
Yep.
naturally went to Amazon and started searching baseball cleats.
Oh,
And then I'm like,
yes.
wait, what am I doing? Adidas, Under Armour, Nike, they're all on a shopping portal. So then I
Yep.
just picked his favorite brand that he likes, and I found, shoes that fit him well are Under Armour. So I went to the shopping portals and found Under Armour and just
Yep.
bought cleats directly through a shopping portal, which price wise, I haven't noticed a huge difference either from ordering on Amazon to going through the store direct, which I think is always a concern we have too, is are going to
Yes.
be
Right.
cheaper on Amazon than the store direct. So
Hmm.
I do that. I've started doing that a lot with any product that I'm going to purchase, and even boutique products that I switched at the end of last year. I was influenced to buy the Wild deodorant, which is a natural deodorant that you
Love
can
that.
refill your cartridges on. I found them on the shopping portal. So now I reorder through a shopping portal.
Oh, I
But
love
yeah,
that.
I mean, anything you're doing, you can do a super quick search on Cashback Monitor or Get Savewise and say, hey, is this product on a shopping portal? And just switch the way you're going to buy it.
I love that. I actually think that's a great idea that I'm going to do because you're 100% right. I think we've all gotten so used to Amazon
Yeah.
1 day shipping. The other day there was one and it was, do you want it between 4 and 8 a.m. tomorrow? And it was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, how does it even get here that quick? I don't know. But we've gotten so conditioned to that we literally, you're right, we look for everything there, even though we actually could get it somewhere else. And it would be the exact same price. It's maybe just going to take a few more days to get here, but it is the same price. So if we want to get those extra points, we just need to rethink where we're going to buy the product. That's a good I don't ever do that. So that's a really good idea.
It's an intentional shift. And
It
that's where
is.
it's being strategic with what you have and being intentional in the way that you're shifting your purchases.
100%.
And that's how you're going to earn more points without chasing new credit cards.
I love that. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's my new
So
thing. I just started it in like November and December. And I'm sitting
that's
here
amazing.
when I saw Wild pop up, and it was Wild deodorant that got me because I saw it.
It's
I just
crazy.
ordered off an Instagram influencer because I need a new natural deodorant. That's a whole nother rabbit hole we could go down because I have
Yeah.
a love-hate relationship with natural deodorants.
Yes.
And I was influenced and I purchased it directly off this influencer. And then the next day, guess what pops up in a shopping portal?
Oh, I know. They know. They're watching us. It's scary. It's really scary. So the next one is another really big one that literally every person is doing, whether you have kids or you don't have kids, and that's eating, which is
Yeah.
groceries. Groceries. So this is if you might not necessarily have some of these cards, but if you are a person that doesn't want a lot of credit cards, there are a few really good cards for groceries. And if you pick one of these cards to get, and you always put your groceries on these cards, you are going to earn so many points.
Yes, the American Express Gold is my
Yep.
favorite go-to card for groceries. It's 4 times back per dollar spent, so
Yep.
it's going to give you the highest earning out of any other credit card out there for groceries. It is a little bit of a higher annual fee, so that is something that you would have to think about. I think it's 325 a year. I'd have to go back and double check those numbers.
I think it might be
Or did it go up a little bit?
375 now.
Maybe it went up. Yeah, it might have increased this year because I know they increased all of the annual fees when they did the platinum refresh last year.
Annual fee
Um,
is
so it is a little bit more expensive, but
what is
overall it is 325.
It is
Okay.
it is 325. You're right. Maybe it used to be 295 and then that's what it went up to was 325. I think I was thinking of the Amex Business Gold because I had that and I think that's 375. Doesn't matter. But it's the personal gold, yes, is 325. But you do get lots of credits. I don't know if you were going to say that. We don't want to
Yeah.
overwhelm you with all of that. But yes, they give you credits every month, so it does kind of outweigh the annual fee if you are using it every month.
Yes, but it is a great solid card to have in your
Yes.
wallet for groceries and dining out.
And
It would
dining.
just be a really
Yep.
good all-around mom card to carry at all
Yep.
times with you.
100%. Yep. And the Sapphire Preferred is another really good one. This has 3x on online groceries. So, for our family personally, we pretty much do all of our shopping in person. But for those of you that do a lot of online grocery shopping, that would be a really great card, especially if you want to earn Chase points, which is all of us love Hyatt, right? You're not going to be able to earn points for that using American Express. So the Sapphire Preferred online grocery would be a great way to do it.
I actually do a ton of DoorDash shopping.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
I'm loving that DoorDash membership that comes with the Sapphire Preferred, and we have
Yep.
it on my husband's Sapphire Reserve. So I actually do not use my Amex Gold as much on groceries. I use that if I go into the store, that's my go-to. But online groceries,
Yep.
because we get that DoorDash credit every month, I do I do our preferred for and our reserve for groceries
I love that.
online.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I know. I usually use my $10 DoorDash credit, but I just got my own Sapphire and I have not linked mine yet. So I do need to get going on getting my other $10 a month. It just kind of annoys me because I hate that you can't put them together. You have to do the two separate
Separate
orders, which,
account.
you got to be in the mood for it to go out. And for where we live, we're in a small town. We only have Speedway, which I don't know if everywhere has Speedway, but it's a little gas station. I go and I buy two granola bars for $10 and I have to pick them up. And I think the ladies inside the grocery or inside the gas station think I'm insane because they're like, why is she so lazy that she can't walk into the store and buy these two granola bars and come up to the cash register? She's got to walk in here anyway to get her DoorDash order. So sometimes I feel kind of silly, but yes, I could get four granola bars a month. And it's a great way. I know some people, isn't it seven? We don't have 7-Eleven, but I think that's a really good one people like. So I think people that live in bigger cities have more options for how they can use their DoorDash credits.
Yeah, my mom can only use hers at Casey's, which is a good old
Oh,
Midwestern gas station because she's in a
yep.
small town. But I use mine on my groceries. So I
Ugh,
take my credit on my grocery order.
lucky duck. I love it. That's awesome. And then another way that I wanted to share with you guys that I like to use my card. So I love Costco. And I'm pretty obsessed. We just got a Costco a few months ago where I live, so we didn't have one before that. You had to drive an hour to get to Costco. So I had never had a membership before, but now it's about 10, 11 minutes from my house. So I am there much more than I should be. And Costco only takes Visa. So this can be really frustrating at times for people, especially people that love American Express. So this won't help you get more American Express miles, but let's say you're working on an American Express welcome offer, but you still want to be able to be earning some extra points. I have a card that is called the Chase Ink Cash. So this is a business credit card and you get 5x at office supply stores. So what I do is I go into Staples, I buy a Visa gift card. There are times that there are $200 fee-free gift cards. You'll have to look online to see if there's a promotion at the time. But usually I will buy a larger amount of a gift card so that way that $6.95 fee goes a lot further. And then I take that Visa gift card and I go to Costco and I buy all of my Costco groceries with that gift card. And then I earned 5x on that purchase that I made at Staples. So essentially, a $500 Staples gift card is 2,500 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. When you're looking at Hyatt hotels, you're halfway to one night of a stay covered right there, just from that one gift card purchase. So that's definitely, and you don't have to just use it for groceries. That's another great hack in general. Going to Staples, using your Chase Ink Cash and buying gift cards. I use them for birthdays, for Christmas, for all different things. I make sure that I go to Staples to do that. And I just always keep that card in my Apple Wallet. So that way I don't have to physically remember to have the card with
Hmm.
me. I can be out and about and I'm like, oh no, I forgot to buy my mom's gift card for her birthday. So I can just drive over to Staples. I don't even need to have the card with me. So it's just a quick, easy way to be able to earn more miles and points.
You know, and if you don't have the Chase Ink Cash, you can do this with this card you're using at the grocery store too. So don't count that out. A lot of times I will, if I'm at the grocery store, I won't hesitate to grab like an Amazon gift card at the grocery store because I'm going to earn more points on
Yes.
that and then load it into my Amazon account. Same thing with Starbucks. I will sometimes buy Starbucks gift cards, load them into my Starbucks account, especially before I'm traveling because I don't
Yep.
drink it very often, but when I'm traveling, I do like a good Starbucks occasionally. So little things like that you can
Yes, that's a
grab
great
from the
idea.
grocery store because you're most
Yep.
likely going to have a card in your wallet that you're going to earn more points at a grocery store anyway, and then just get your gift cards there. Or a drugstore. Walgreens is another really great place. There's a lot of cards that have higher multipliers on drugstores, and which is another really solid option.
Yeah, so really, we're saying there's really no excuse why you can't earn more than 1x on on every single purchase. You should be earning more than 1x. So
Yes.
hopefully after today, you feel inspired to start maximizing all of your everyday spend. The next category that we are going to talk about is gas. So Joy, do you want to explain that a little bit more?
Yes, because I use this one too, more so when we travel. Because I'm not going to lie, I am a Sam's gas girl. There's a Sam's right down the road, and it's so much cheaper. So when I'm home, I do get my gas at Sam's. But when we travel, I try to always find a Shell station. So
That's
there's
a good
this
idea.
app called Fuel Rewards, and it is a partner with Shell. And when you download it, you can link your American Airlines loyalty account to Fuel Rewards and earn 3 miles per gallon on your gas. Now, it's not a huge way to earn a ton of miles, but it's one again, it's that thought that every little bit helps.
Yep.
And so, if you're choosing American Airlines for your dining program, if you're choosing American Airlines for your shopping portal, and now you're adding an American Airlines for gas, those
Yep.
are three ways that you are earning American Airlines miles and your everyday spend, and you're not even having to put that much thought into it.
I love that. That's such a good way to earn extra miles, especially for American.
Yeah,
I love that. I love American
yeah.
Airline miles. So I'm always down to find more ways to be able to earn those.
I mean, with American, you can get to the Caribbean for 7,500 miles each
I
way.
know.
We just booked our flights to the Bahamas for this summer, and they were
Yep.
7,500 miles. And it's like,
Yep.
it's a no-brainer.
It is 100%. So the last way that we are going to talk about today is you can link your Uber and Lyft to different hotel programs and you can earn more miles that way. All it is going into your Uber app as an example, and you are going to link it. It's either, is it Delta and Marriott, Joy?
So you have to pick one.
One. Okay.
Lyft, you can choose to partner with United, Hilton, or Atmos, which is the new Alaska Hawaiian merger.
Ooh,
Or
that's
they
a good
have,
one.
yeah, or they have Built Rewards, which is a whole nother platform we didn't talk about today, but Built is where
Yep.
I have my Lyft linked. But you can link it to one of those. So then every time you order a Lyft, you're double dipping. You're also earning your hotel or your airline
Yep.
miles on Lyft. Uber and Starbucks will double dip with Delta or Marriott. So you would pick one and
Yep.
then you would link your Marriott loyalty account or your Delta loyalty account.
I love that. I need to go look. I'm actually looking right now because I'm curious. I forgot that Lyft had Atmos on there because I prefer Lyft because I think usually Lyft is cheaper than Uber.
Yeah,
So I wonder, I'm gonna have to look if I have mine linked. Because like you said, it's one of those like what we talked about earlier. You link it like what was it? The AA dining program, right? You link that card once and you're done. It's the same with this.
autopilot.
You autopilot. You literally are going to go into your Lyft app. You're going to pick one and literally forget about it. So every single time you take a Lyft, you're going to be earning those rewards. And it's not like you have to be doing something every single time, which I think for those of us that are moms, we're busy and our minds already have a million things to think about. The last thing that we want to be thinking about is this other little extra step. We're literally just going to go, I don't want to deal with it. It's 30 points. It's not that big of a deal. But you add that up, once a month over a year, you're getting a lot of points. So it's important to just go ahead and link it because you're going to be so glad later when you see those miles there and you're like, where did I even get those? Because you forgot that you even had it linked.
Yeah, it's autopilot. I'm telling you,
Yep.
we get Shell fuel rewards gas station so because most of our trips we're flying, we're not driving, but it's not something we do all the time.
Yep.
But it just every little bit adds up. And that's the key to earn the most points possible. Put as many things as you can on autopilot. And the lists we gave today had a lot of autopilot. You link once you're done, and you're just earning those points.
I love that. Well, I'm excited. I feel like even though am helping to host this podcast, learned a ton today about different ways that we can earn more miles. I'm excited. I'm excited to maximize everything more.
I know, Michelle, you're such a you tend to chase offers a lot more, and I'm a strategizer, and that's one
You
thing because
are.
I have a lot of moms that just are they just don't want to get overloaded with credit
Yeah.
cards or another bank portal to have to remember to pay. So I've
Yep.
spent a lot of time, especially the past 6 months, digging into strategic spending to really just
Yep.
help them say, look, let's start with what's in your wallet. Let's
Yep.
maximize what you have. Let's put some easy things on autopilot and just get you more points without even thinking about it.
I love it. So, if this episode felt a little overwhelming, just remember you don't have to do everything at once. Start with one category, one card, one small adjustment. And if you're not sure which card you should be prioritizing right now, send either myself or Joy a DM on Instagram or send us an email. We love helping you build a strategy that fits your real life, and we'll see you next week.